Now, normally I am not a huge fan of Christie. Not a fan of his policies, not a fan of his political party, and just not a fan of the whole political game in general. But here is an instance where I do tip my hat to the governor for saying he'll be passing a bill next Monday banning gay conversion therapy, putting one more state closer to the values of the 21st century. This is Alexandra Cardinale, and you're watching The Meme Factory. Assemblyman Tim Eustace was not going too far when he described it as an insidious form of child abuse. Gay conversion therapy, for those of you who are unfamiliar, aka reparative therapy, is a practice used to attempt to make gay minors straight through methods like electroshock therapy, vomit-inducing drugs, and in one case, making men strip naked and attack effigies of their mothers with baseball bats. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of my mother either, but I don't know if beating her likeness with a bat would make me any more or less gay or straight. But hey, I'm not a therapist, you shouldn't quote me on that. But what you can quote is the American Psychological Association. Evidence shows that this form of therapy causes physical scarring, and not to mention mental and emotional damage leading to depression and substance abuse. After much uncertainty over the governor's upcoming choice, New Jersey is now the second state after California to ban this form of therapy for minors, and hopefully it won't be the last. Not only is this a step forward for gay rights and universal equality, but it's also a crucial protection for children against harmful parental practices. And that's where the real debate comes in. When does the law get to step in on how you raise your children? Touchy subject. As a politician dealing with parents' rights, as Christie said, governments should tread carefully in this area, and I do so here reluctantly. He's referring to the fact that there is a very fine line the government can walk before it can intercede into family life, and that so often causes social upheaval. Nonetheless, according to Christie and the rest of the world, mounting evidence has proven that gay conversion therapy is just too damaging for children and does warrant government intervention. Christie added, "I believe that exposing children to these health risks without clear evidence of benefits that outweigh these serious risks is not appropriate. Based upon this analysis, I sign this bill into law." Oh my goodness! Oh my god! Is that it? Is it? I think it is. Logic! Oh my god, how refreshing! You know, this really should happen more often in policy. Of course, we've still heard some arguments against the bill from social conservatives, who say that a ban on counseling would limit a parent's ability to do what they think is best for their child. Tara King, a brick-based counselor, also argued that she should be allowed to fix what parents, even underage clients, want fixed. The rebuttal to this is simple and almost makes me want to twitch. It's a slippery slope. If I think my son is broken because he's gay, and I suddenly place him in a locked room where I can zap him for months on end with a cattle prod, what would happen? I go to prison! That's what we call child abuse, folks. Placing this brazen physical and mental abuse under the title therapy does not change what it is. And arguing that it's your child and you can raise them how you want to only goes so far before the government sends in child services, because your kids can't protect and stand up for themselves, independently anyways. So, let's take a moment to say clap clap to Governor Christie. We hope you are a leader in the movement towards protective rights for all. This will certainly be legislation that will be revisited during Christie's expected run in the 2016 presidential election. Perhaps negatively by the Christian right, but positively by the left and center of the political spectrum. That's all I have for you today, folks. Thank you very much for watching. Give those like and subscribe buttons a click if you like the show and are looking forward to the next dose of news and satire. You can also check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and our fancy schmancy website, thememefactory.com. This has been Alexandra Cardinale, and you just watched The Meme Factory. I'll see you on the wire. Signing off. Intro music. You don't have to stand there awkwardly. Causes physical scarring, not to menstrual. Not to menstrual. That's what I meant. No. Okay. But Governor Chris. Me and my high voice. God, I sound like a plush doll. Okay. Shut up. These health risks without clear evidence of benefits that outweigh these what the fuck? That's not a sentence. That outweigh these serious risks. One more time. Where I can zap him with a cattle prod for months on end. Same thing, same word, psh, whatever. Do episode 1, bam, done. Okay. I'm spiffy. Wait, where's the off button?